Okay, let's go again. DeGris. So G6 for a change, a bit of variety instead of knight f6. Maybe a quick c5 to justify the difference. The bishop maybe ready to take on c3. Aha! I'll block that h pawn. Don't want to be hacked on the h file in a 5-minute game. Okay, c5 now. Alright, I'm going to go for it. Structural damage. Under the influence. I think someone's bringing out a book soon. An FM I bumped into at recent tournament. I wish I could remember his name. I lost him in the British, and I think it might. Anyway, if it comes back to me, I'll mention more details. I think it's called the Sniper System, the book this guy's writing, and he beat me with it in the British. Can I actually play Queen c6 here, and then b6 later? I think that might be better to keep the c file going. Just sack a pawn positionally. Although b6 was a bit weak. Mind you, takes bishop a6 as possible. Alright, so bishop a6 here to try and stop casting queenside. I can't take the queen as a queen c3. I could take the bishop out of this castle. So structurally I might be better. Play king f2. Aha. Okay. Bishop b6, rook b8. So look at this structure. What do I want to do here? Protect b6. Go for c3. Maybe these pawns. Let's go for these pawns. Right now, maybe knight move. Knight e8 to d6 to avoid getting double pawns myself. Or d6. Just let him take on f6. Take back. He's going to get d5 with the knight. So I think knight move for the moment. E7 is dropping. Oh dear. E7. Oh no. Oh no, that's not a pawn I wanted to drop. He hasn't taken it. Okay, so e6. My king's feeling a bit of weakness. Maybe d6 and e5 before I get hacked. Knight d6 and e5 and knight c7. Just try and cover this d5 score, or just back to knight f6, and that will protect h5 as well. Going straight for knight e7 check. So if I move the king or move the rook, could move the rook. It's bishop b6, rook b7. I'll try this. Rook e7. So that makes it difficult to challenge the knight. What about bishop c4? Bishop b6, rook b7. Maybe. Bishop c4 next, maybe. Let's try and challenge this knight. Okay, so b7. The bishop is now. I'm going to play a5. I'll try and get rid of this knight. This pesky knight. So a5, get get a pawn here. Although a6 is getting dangerous. Rook c4 might be handy. Okay, the pawn's ending out on a7. Why don't I play queen d2 at some point? Queen d2 might be handy, and rook takes c3. It was, maybe. Maybe there was no time for it. What can I do with this knight? Play rook c4 now. This knight can come to f5, that's a good idea. Knight g7 to f5. Yes. Okay, so he's having difficulty about knight f5. Maybe his rook's a bit out of play. This rook's a bit not that useful either. If I can take on e3, I'll be winning a7. Rook c4 here might be possible. Queen rook d1, queen e1, queen c4, queen c2, knight f5. You can go for the rook with queen c6. I could just take on b3 and take on c3. Hope for the best. Or queen c6. Just pose the question again, what is he doing in this position? Just keep the queens on. There's rook g6. Queen c6, rook g6. If I take and take on c3. I think I'll go for this. So I'm trying to just undermine this pawn. Try and get knight, knight f5 and rook b3, and if the bishop's vulnerable. I'm just glad this rook's out of play, so that's one thing massively in favour. It's like I'm playing a rook up on this side. Maybe in fact rook b3 straight away if he doesn't move that. Okay, rook b3 here. Oh, it's difficult. I've only got about 30 seconds to find a winner for when it exists. So rook a6 maybe to b6. That's a way of getting to b8. It's critical square. Rook a6. Maybe rook takes b6. I'll just give up this. Okay, knight f5 now. Surely. Just trying to get the bishop off there. Okay, again, second bishop. Okay, my rook's going to be trapped. It's not very pleasant. Let's try and get in the rook. Useful to get the king to trap that rook over there. Now, I don't know, can I get the king over? This might be sort of appropriate to get the king involved. f4 is going to come, so maybe rook b3 just to be able to take on h3. Then try and get the king over. Oh no, I think king over immediately. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck here. How about knight d4? First of all, let's question this bishop. It's going to go to b8. Can I just sack the exchange? A radical solution. Just sack the exchange. Just rook on the 7th and knight on d4. Surely that's enough to hold this position. So knight takes f3 as well. Okay, so just these pawns are just strong, aren't they? It's just losing a rook. Bit of a radical solution there. Sometimes you just have to sack the exchange. There's no point trying to defend it with current pieces. Just got to change the imbalances a bit. Comments or questions on YouTube? So this is kind of the sniper system, which has been named by an FM. I'll try and remember the name for the next video, so if I play it again I'll get more details. Okay, thanks very much.